We have with us Ms. Pooja Narayan, Senior Director, Talent Management, Bristolcon. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you, pleasure.
The first thing that I would like to know is Infosys founder Narayan Murthy has highlighted the importance of dignity leadership, public praise, private feedback, and fair treatment. How can HR leaders build cultures of respect and accountability while balancing performance and efficiency?
So I feel it is all about the manager making himself accountable. So if I am accountable for you as my team member, automatically this comes in. It need not be taught. It is all about empathizing and sympathizing. The pivot is the manager. He or she does it. You created a culture of what you're looking at.
Absolutely. That's very well said, ma'am. I want to talk about the Pride Month that was last month. How can HR make such a policy, or how can we as a human bring in those changes that we don't celebrate it for one particular month, but celebrate it entire the year?
Okay. So I feel that in Bristolcon we have done this. So we feel there are different people who influence Pride. So the people who influence Pride is my family. So my family goes around saying, hey, Pooja is working for Bristolcon, it's a great company,
Okay.
Pride, right? My manager talks about, how many years he spent here and grown in the organization. That's Pride. So what we do from our end, we have all through the year, is something called the high engage concept that we work on. On a regular basis, what we do, we engage focus group sessions and ask them what makes you click in the organization. So what are those good things? Is collaboration? Is it what has? So if you really look at it, if you look at people who are high achievers, ask them what made you achieve what you've achieved. Pride will come out, right? You ask the managers, how is your team such a huge, high-performing team? Pride will come out, right? I've been here with Bristolcon for 20 years. What has kept you here? Pride. So these are the stories we pick and we share with the others. We share when we onboard, we share in town halls, we share during group sessions, we share during manager sessions. So if a manager knows around me there are these senses of pride, he'll go and talk to his team. So even if I'm not experiencing, the world is experiencing, I will automatically look for reasons to experience.
Absolutely.
So that's our
Pooja,
way to be.
can you share an instance where you went beyond your formal role to ensure an employee felt seen, heard, and supported?
Employee felt seen, heard, and supported.
Yes.
We do that every time.
Every time.
So the high engaged model that I spoke to you about just prior to that is basically brought in for that. So when we started out a couple of years back, just after COVID, our attrition was 24%, right? Within 6 months, we brought it down to 14%. How did that happen? That happened when managers went and spoke to their team, understood what is the real problem. Because when we came in, we realized managers were speaking, but it was ad hoc. Impact was missing. So what used to happen? I understand what my team is saying. I understand the issues in my team with my team members, right? Listening is not enough. Responding is very equally important.
Absolutely.
So if I say I have a salary problem, it's important that the manager comes to HR, understands the problem and we respond. It may not be an increase in salary, it could be just communication. So we have done a lot of those, and that's the reason we see our engagement high. Our engagement went up by 44%, unheard of in the industry. The engagement score that we have today is the best practice in the industry. Our attrition came down 2 percentage points below the industry competition. All this is because of listening and responding. I think that's very important.
Lastly, I want to tap on two very important points, that's well-being and mental health. How is your organization redefining well-being beyond apps and workshops, integrating it into a leadership behavior, workload design, and everyday rituals?
So, the construct we're talking about, right? I'm going back again to high engage. High engage is the ears and eyes in the ground, right? So I speak to my employee on a regular basis.
Okay.
Every quarter, I speak to my employee at least once, which very clearly tells me
In
what they are
person?
going through.
Is it
In
in
person.
person?
It's a
Okay.
one-on-one. Every manager, we've said of 20 people, you need to meet them at least once a quarter. So every quarter you meet, you understand. So somewhere you see a trend. You see somebody is not happy. And especially when you meet on a regular basis, we have told our managers, we've trained them saying that don't restrict your conversation only to professional. Go a little extra because it's all the emotional connect. It's a heart and then the head, right? So the heart is very important. The heart is what brings a person who's not in a very good space, go back to the manager and say, hey, today's a bad day for me. Have a problem at home. I have a problem in these things. How do I handle? And we realize we get the mental stress very easily. We guide them to an organization. If we know we can't handle it, we guide them to the organization where they get psychological help. They get somebody to talk to. We do that. Counseling happens. If we are able to deal, if it's a small problem, we are able to deal tactically, we do that. So we have sorted that out.
All right. Thank you so much for your candid
Thank you
answer.
very
It's a
much.
pleasure
Pleasure was
talking.
mine.